Hi all, welcome back. And today in this video, we'll be covering a new topic. It's window handling or tab handling with the help of Playwright and Python. So basically, we'll be covering below, these topics. And so first, we'll be discussing about what is browser context and what is page. So we already seen the browser context or page, but how it is related to window handling and that we'll be seeing, and also the other topics that like some scenarios like how we can handle a new tab or window which is opening when user clicks on a link. It's very common scenario, right? Like we need to click on a button or maybe a link, not a button but a link, and it opens a new pop-up, or maybe it opens a new tab in a different, and it opens the page in a different tab, right? So that one we'll be seeing. And also, let's say we have multiple pop-ups are there, or multiple tabs are there, and uh, we need to go to another tab. Okay, that can be done with the help of index as well. So that also we'll be seeing. It can be done in different, multiple ways we can do it. So I will be trying to show all those things, like how many ways we can do it. There is no such single way to handle these things. So there are, I think, at least two ways I can show you today. Okay, and the last one, like how we can activate a tag or like bring back to the font. Okay, so what I mean by that is, like, let's say here, now let's say this is a website, right? Now this is opening a new window. So if I click on it, it creates a new tab. So this pretty common scenario, and it's opening this page. And let's say in this page some text are there. We need to verify it. So that we can do it. And also, let's say what I'm talking about, like when it comes here now, let's say we have to, this window is in the behind, right? So you need to bring back it. So how do you do it? So you need to click on it, right? So with Playwright, how do you do it? So in that way we have to use a different approach for that, or it's just a command. So by that way you can activate a tab or bring back to the front. Okay, and here also you can see this new window is there. We can verify it, like whether this new window text is there or not. And also if I again click on it, so it creates, I think there are four tabs, right? Now how to navigate to the, let's say, second new window. Okay, this is the new window, first new window, and this is the second new window, right? So how do you do it? So you can just, there can be an approach like you can give index of these four windows, like 0, 1, 2, 3. So we want to go to this one, so you have to pass 1. So you will, this new text, new window should be extracted. Okay, or maybe we want to directly go to this tab. So in that case, you can give the index of 3. That is also possible. So let's see that with the code. So let me close it, and here, and let me open it now, Python file. So let's give a name of test, and like, so it can be like tab handling. Okay, Windows or window handling. So here what we can do, we can directly create one template. So we can write like playwright code gen, and let me give the URL. Okay, so the browser is getting launched, and It's taking some time. I don't know. Maybe my internet is a bit slow. Okay. Okay, it's loaded. Now I can copy it. So basically, this is a Playwright Inspector and it creates auto-generated code. I just need the template so that I can work on it. Um, so basically, this is the template. And here we are not using PyTest because there is one reason why I'm not using currently PyTest here. Okay, I will tell you that. And so it just creates a basic structure of like where you are first creating the browser. From the browser, you are creating the context, and from the context, you are creating page. So we already have seen it in one of my previous videos. And so now, now the first topic, right? So browser context versus page. So what is browser context? So basically, what happens when Playwright, I mean, let's say you are, this is one, this Chrome or this Chrome, whatever this is. So this is one context, okay, browser context. And here, this is called a page. Now, if I click on this plus sign, it creates another page. And if I click again on plus sign, it creates another page. So this, what I'm talking about is page, it is currently related to the Playwright. We call it a tab, but Playwright see it as a page. So this new tab is a page for Playwright. This is also another page. Okay. Now, let's say I want to create another browser context. So here, here if I do browser 1 or browser 2, sorry, not browser 2, this is single. This, you do not have to do it. So now if I do something like this, so context 2 equals to browser dot new context. So what happens? It creates another new context, right? And then what happens like this, it creates something like this, not this, but here, I mean, you will not see two tab. So this is wrong. uh, I mean, manually you cannot do it, but I will show you what happens now when I execute it. If you hover over this Chrome window, you will see there will be two such kind of things. This small, I mean, it is a browser, but browser context. So there will be two context. Okay, this one and there will be another one. So and so basically, if you open from the first context, let's say you created three page, so there would be three tabs like this. And from the second one, second context, there would be, let's say you creating two page, there would be two pages in the second context. Don't get confused, I will show you. So till now you have understood, right? These two would be creating two browser context. Now you are creating the first context.new page and you are navigating to Internet Heroku app, right? Now what I'm doing from context 2, now I'm creating page 2. So page 2, page 2 would be creating from context 2. Okay, let me navigate now page 2 dot con go to, and here let's say I'm giving this URL. Okay, and now let me execute it and let's see what happens. And let me give bit delay of like page dot wait for timeout, 3000 milliseconds. Okay, now I'm closing this, not need it now. Now if I execute it, so I need to execute like this Python, and it should be under basics. And let me also let me give some slow motion as well. So let's say give a slow motion of 2000 milliseconds. Okay, and here what test I have to use? So test window handling, right? So test underscore window handling. So carefully watch it, what happens. See, just observe that where I'm hovering over it. Okay, see, it creates, now it creates the second instance. You can see here, and you can see the playwright dev is getting launched. I mean, it is already launched and it closed. I hope you understood what happens now. So basically, it creates two browser context, and in each context, it creates one page. Now let's say in the second context. In the second context, it creates one page, but you want another page or another tab. So you can do that easily, right? So what you have to do, you have to create another tab like this, page 3 context. You can name it anything. You do not have to name it page 3. You can give tab 3. Okay, that's up to you. So context 2 dot new page, and now you can go to page 3 dot go to, let's say you want to go to the google.com, so https uh, colon slash slash google.com. Okay, now let's run it. Now you can see the first context is created and it is launching Internet Heroku app. Okay, now let's see, it should now, it is loading. Okay, I think it's taking some time, or 30 milliseconds. So what we can do, we can give some timeout here as well. So let's give a timeout of, let's say, 60 milliseconds or 60,000 milliseconds or 60 seconds. And also let's give it here as well. And also give it here as well. Okay, now let's run it. So the first context and the first page or tab is launched. So let's wait. Okay, now you can see the second one is also launched, second context, and the first page or first tab, and this is the second one, second page. You can see the second page is also, but it is blank. Why? Why is that? Did you notice one thing? We did a mistake here, right? So we created the context. So this is how context 2 dot new page. Once you do it, it creates a blank tab. Okay. So if you need to create a blank tab, this is the way. This is simply you are creating a blank tab here. Context 2 dot new page. Once you do it, it creates a blank tab. Okay. Now once you do go page dot go to here, but here you are referring to page. Page is there, right? So basically this google.com would be launched here instead of like http internet Heroku app, it would be launching google.com there. So but we wanted to do it in the second context, right? So now we have to do it like this. So I mean, sorry, we have to just replace this page with page 3. Now let's run it again. Okay, now you can see it creates another context, and the first, I mean, two pages are there also, page 1 and page 2, right? So google.com is also launched and it should closed. Okay, so it is closed now, and I hope you got this, like what is browser context and how browser context is working, when to use you browser context, from where you have to use, how many contexts you need to create, why you are creating this context thing. I hope you got it now, and why you are creating this page. So that's the reason you are doing it. And if you do it again browser 2, so in that case you can see multiple instances of Chrome browser. So when you talk about like two instances of Chrome instance, then you can create like browser 2, and then you can have to write this line. Okay, that, and Playwright also itself saying like if you come here, if you come to this browser context thing, so it's here, a browser context is an isolated incognito alike session, so within a browser instance, right? So this itself says many things. So if you need to, I mean, browser context itself isolated kind of thing. Okay, so by and browser contexts are fast and cheap to create. We recommend running each test scenario in its own new browser context. So whenever you are creating a new scenario or new test, you should always use a new browser context. Don't use the same context for multiple tests or multiple scenarios. Okay, because in that case, the browser state is isolated between the tests. And if you're using Playwright test, you don't, okay, you can ignore it. And now let's minimize it. So this is one way to do that. But now the second thing, what is this? How to handle new tab or window which is opening when user clicks on it, right? So let's do that now. So okay, now let me create another new file, or I can just copy it. Okay, now let me remove this one because this would not be needed now. And page context, and here I can remove this part. Okay, so one context, one page, and we are navigating to this URL, right? Okay, now what is our target? Our target is to click click on this button and navigate it to this page and create this text, right? So let me inspect it. So here is the click here text. So I can directly use this text. So page dot locator, and here I can write like text equals to click here and then dot click. That's it. Okay, so once it click on it, what happens? Once it click on it, it opens a pop-up or a new tab, right? So there is a way to handle it. So what we have to do, we have to use kind of with as keyword. So with, okay, with context dot, okay, so okay, I am actually thinking like there is a method called uh, what is that method? Uh, okay, let me quickly generate the code for that so we can do that easily. So playwright code gen, because this is the easiest way to do it. I mean, we do not always remember what is the method or what is the uh, exact method is there. So if you do not remember, then you can easily do it with the help of playwright. And here what you have to do, I mean, basically, it just simulates your actions and it creates auto-generated code. So it's actually helpful, but sometimes you need to customize it. You cannot directly just copy and use it, right? So once you click on the click here, it actually creating this page. So you are clicking on this click here button, and it will generate you this text. So that's what you need. So it is actually page dot expect pop-up, right? So just copy it here. Now let me explain it. So basically what you are doing here, this line is this one, right? So you do not need now. So so basically after this execute, it comes to this one, not this one. So here it clicks on it and it actually expecting one pop-up. So that is why it's saying page dot expect pop-up, and this pop-up info would be the new pop-up. The once it click on it, so whatever page it is there, so it's actually going on this pop-up info, and we are getting this page with the help of pop-up info.value, right? Okay, so I hope it is clear. Now, once we got this page one, so what is this page one? So this page one is this one, right? Now what we have to do here, we have to inspect it. The first thing we can do, like page one dot title, right? So let's print it. So this one we can do, and then we can also inspect this locator. So basically, this is um, dot example and h3, right? So we created the CSS locator, and let me get the new window text, right? And page dot locator, this one. Okay, now what we have to do, new window text. We got this locator. Now we have to use simply new window text dot inner text, right? And let's print it. Okay, and also we can do something like this, window, new window, right? Window. Okay, so two things we are doing. We are printing the URL and sorry title, and also we are giving this locator. So let me do it. Let me put it after this. Okay, now let's execute it once again, and let me close it now. Sorry. Test window handling 2, right? Okay, so it's launching Internet Heroku app, Windows. Let's see what it is doing. So it clicked on the click here, and it closed. And let's see whether it's printing the text. So it's it's actually giving opening a new window and the internet. Okay, it's strange, right? Opening a new window and the internet. So what happened exactly? I didn't get it. So let me comment out, and let's run once again. So basically it should print only new window, right? Why it's printing opening a new window? Any reason? Okay. Got it. Because see, it's very good we are doing some mistake, right? So we are using page here, page dot locator, but we are not in page. Page is the first one is the page. I mean, first tab. We are still on the first tab, right? When we are referring page, that means we are referring to the first tab, but we are in the second tab. I mean, we need to go to the second tab. From the second tab, we need to get the text, right? So that is why it is giving this opening new window text, and the locator is same for this page as well, right? So what we have to do, we have to just use page one or page two. I mean, I'm just giving page one here. Okay, so this is the second tab. Okay, now it's printed correctly. Now what we can do, where we can now print the page title. So the new tab's title, right? So it should be page one. Page one dot title will print the tab two's page title. Right. So so now we can see it's printing the title as well because title is new window as well. So that is why it's giving new window, new window. Okay, that's fine. So I hope you understood how to do that. I mean, if you have a scenario kind this kind of thing, so you can easily do it. Okay, now let's move back to the slide. So now we have two more things remaining. So let's see how to activate tab or bring back to the font, right? That also we can try here. So the thing we can see now, right now. So we printed page one dot title, right? Now let's say you have to um, so you can do something like this page dot bring to front. So what would happen, it is here right now and it goes here, right? Sorry, from this it will go there and it will just extract this text and it will print it. After that it will come here. Okay, it will show this page. It will just click on it, something like that it will happen. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, and let's give some weight as well here. So page dot wait for timeout so that we can see it properly whether it goes or not. So it's now launching the first tab. Now it's clicking on the click here button and it's creating a new tab and you can see it bring back to the first one, right? So if you do not give this one, it will not be there. It will not be automatically to the page, first page, right? And also you can see something like that as well. So let me uh, okay, no worries. So this is fine. Okay, so let's bring back to the slide. So we covered this browser context versus page and how to handle new tab or window which is opening, and the last one also you have already covered, and this one. So let's see that how can we handle the multiple tabs or window. So basically let me remove this part and let me create another basics Python file. So test window handle 3. Okay, so so what would be doing here, so basically we'll be clicking this first time. Okay, and again it will be clicking on here, something like that we can do, and then we will be navigating to this tab by index. Okay, so let's do that, very easy, it is not much complicated. So we can just copy this part directly and paste it here, and we do not need again this part, so let's remove it. So here we are here, so here we are this page now, and let me just take it like this. So sorry, L3, right? So here we are just clicking on this link. but we'll not be handling this way. So this is another approach which we'll be doing here. We'll not be following this same approach which we did previously. Okay, so here you can see very cool thing here. Now let's see that. So you just clicked on this link and it creates another window, right? So there will be two window. So basically, now we can do something like this. So context dot pages. So this would return us new pages, or I mean, it's just a name we're giving. Okay, or total pages, something like that we can give. Sorry, all pages. Okay, all pages reference. This is just reference. So context dot pages would give us all pages, right? Now we know the first page or first tab it has index 0 and the second one would be index 1. So we can easily access it, and if you are wondering what is this type, so if you hover over it, you can see it's a list, right? List page. So we can access the second one like this. So now we can do like page dot go to, and here we can uh, sorry, we do not have to do go to, but what we can do like now we are on this page, so we can easily put it in page 2 reference. Okay, and let me now, and the same thing I can copy, right? Do not have to waste time. So simply we can do something like that. This part we can copy, the complete part we can copy as well. Okay, so let me remove with the page 2, and here page 2. Simple. We are not using this one, right? So this with and as keyword like this we were not doing. It's a different approach. So basically we are accessing by index. Okay, so you can see, oh sorry, I'm sorry, I'm running the previous test again. So let me test. Okay, test window handle 3. So you can see uh, okay, so you can see like it's creating again. I mean, it just does the same thing which we did it previously. So if you're not sure exactly what is happening, so let me give a pause also again once again. So page dot wait for timeout, and let's give it 2000 milliseconds. So let me explain once again. Let's run again. So it's just doing the same thing with a different approach. Okay, so it's click on, now it will be clicking on this click here, and it will just extract this, and it will actually it will not go back. Okay, so basically it is just printing these two things, inner text and this title, and that's it. And after that, what we can do now, we can now use this page context page dot we can do this same thing again, right? again we can click on it, so it will create another tab, so there will be a third tab, right? So now let's say it clicks on this third tab. Now let's say uh, how many pages would be there now. So if I do this now, it would return 3, right? So there should be another pages, something like that. Okay, so we can do like uh, all pages 2, all pages 2, so all pages 2 dot, we can do something like that locator, and we can, I mean, simply we can copy it. Okay, and we can print the inner text, right? So uh, second window, third window dot inner text, right? So we are printing this, let's say it creates this new tab. Now we are printing this new window, and now we want to navigate back to here. Okay, it should come here now, not here. Okay, that we can easily do, right? So we can do like page, all pages, we know the index, right? So index of 1 dot bring back to front, and let's give wait also, wait for timeout, uh, page dot wait for timeout, and 3 seconds. Okay, let's run it. So you can see it's printing the new window again, and it's actually properly working also, like it navigates back to the second tab, right? And also you can iterate over this with the help of for loop, something like this. So page in all pages, and here you can just do like page dot title, right? So you can print it also. So let's see, and let me comment out other print statement. So it should just print all the page title, I mean all the 3 tabs page title. The first one should be the internet, the second one should be new window, and the third one also should be new window. So you can see it's currently the active window is the second one. So it's printing correctly. Okay, so summary, like we have covered like what is browser context and what is page, how to handle new tab or window which is opening when you are clicking on new link, or when you are clicking on a link, and how we can handle multiple windows or tabs. Okay, and also we have seen like how can we bring back to the front a new tab or whatever previous tab we have already opened. Okay, so and one more thing, like in some cases maybe you may get like if you click on it, it opens a new tab, a new pop-up, browser pop-up, right? So the approach would be exactly same like you did it for new tab. Okay, so I do not have currently such kind of website where we can show you. So if you get something, I can try it or just let me know, like if there is any such website where you are clicking on a button and it's opening. You can try by yourself as well in such cases. um, Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. Bye.